It was an unboxing video. So I've had some complaints about my Amazon packaging, how I have to get a razor knife out. Knowing that there's perforations on here, people like to tell me, I need to use those. So we pre-cut that ahead of time. So we pull this out, and what do we got? All right, Gigabyte UD A520 AC. So this is my first AMD mini ITX motherboard. And why did I get this? Well, part of the reason is travel. Another reason was the price was pretty good and all the features this has. Now, of course, there's probably, the usual VRM issues with something like this and all the other stuff that, maybe this doesn't run as good. Performance-wise, it has a big ATX, but, that's not what I'm getting it for. So we'll use the big motherboards for show and tell day, and these for, the other stuff, I guess you'd say. So this is for AMD socket AM4, and these are specifically 3rd gen and supposedly 4th gen only. I don't believe that if you have a 1st or 2nd gen, it'll work here. Now, looking at the side, there's obviously the part number. This would support, we'll see all this stuff. The one thing I was looking for here, and doesn't show it, was if this is PCI Express 3.0 or 4.0. And I think we'll find right here, yeah, it's going to be 3.0. Now, does that matter? From what I've seen in my favorite graphics card, it doesn't, but I do have two AMD RX. I've got a 5600 XT, and I don't know if my 5500 XT is 4.0, but the 5600 XT definitely is. And eventually we'll get, better AMD cards, right? All the stuff I have is kind of, weak compared to the Intel stuff. Oh my gosh, got my cat in the background messing around with all these boxes. A little distracting. All right, so let's see, what else do we have? This should have some kind of RGB fusion software on it, I imagine. Yeah, right here. Direct 6 phases digital PWM solution with Dr. Moss, DR Moss. All right, let's get into this, folks. Enough looking at the box. The box only helps so much, right? All right, so this box is actually a lot thicker than the ASRock ones I've been getting. Let's look at what's in the box first before we get to the motherboard. So here is a pretty cool looking Wi-Fi antenna. It's some kind of tower. Hopefully that means it's better than the other ones. And hopefully it's magnetic too. I'll verify that in a second. These are SATAs. So we get 2 SATA cables. And yes, this is magnetic. It's stuck to my fridge. Some kind of adapter. This is probably for a CPU cooler. The standard 4-pin, that looks like a male connector to the, I forgot what these are called, folks, but this is looks like the standard stuff you would use with RGB if you have a hub. So, comes with a disc, and you also get, oops, if I knock the camera stand over, the manual. So we'll hold this on the side because there's always something either I can't read or see or whatever. And then go ahead and take a look at that. I'll call these out in a moment. All right, let's look at the motherboard. Enough of what was in the box. It was not very, it's the usual stuff. Did they give you a sticker? Some people care about that kind of stuff. I don't see a Gigabyte sticker in here, so no Gigabyte sticker. And I did actually just get this in the mail about an hour ago, and I have this Ryzen 9 3900 XT. Excuse me. Ryzen 9 3900X that I've been wanting to put in another motherboard. My X520i died, so we needed to get another one. All right, we try and do this as fast as possible. Obviously, your CPU is going to go here, okay? Now, here is your 1x8 for CPU power connection. Don't see, actually, so far I don't see where the CPU cooler plugs in right there. Sorry, that's where your CPU fan's going to plug in at. 24-pin ATX power supply connector. DDR4, 288 pin, so 2 of those. And at this point, all right, so this is a PC speaker. This would be your front panel, so HDD power switch, reset switch, HDD, I may have already said that, and the power LED. 4 SATAs, that's all you get. USB 3.2. This would be, so this is a LED. I don't think it's addressable because it's 4-pin and not the 2 with the gap and the 4th one. Case fan connector here. This is USB 2.0 right here. PCI Express 3.0, okay, just in case we were wrong, it's right there. Over here is, this would be HD audio, or sorry, one of these is HD audio. Let me double check. So HD audio, this is your system fan connector. Right behind here is COM, and then that's about all for those connections. So let's look at these. So good assortment here. You have DisplayPort, 2 HDMIs, USB 3.0, 3.0, and then this guy should probably be a Q-Flash port. Yeah, USB 3.2 Gen 1 port. So you'll be able to update your BIOS via this method. USB 2.0, Ethernet. This is obviously where your Wi-Fi antenna is going to go. Then you have the headphone, microphone, and so this would appear to be the Q-Flash button. So you would put your BIOS update in here on USB, hit that, and then hopefully it would work. So you obviously want to be careful what's plugged in here, I would say. Now, here is your Cmos battery. This is probably connected, yeah, right there, so you can remove that and reset this in case you have any issues with RAM. So this should support, I believe it was 4733 megahertz and above RAM. I'm going to try probably 4133 at some point. But that's about all we have on this, folks. I didn't call out the M.2, which goes here. And I believe it's only a single one. Let me double check. So it would appear it's only a single. It looks really tall. And I question that. You know, maybe there's a second one in there. But it really does look like there's a second one. So the box doesn't say anything beyond, just says one M.2 for SSD. So that's all you get. Okay, obviously these brackets here, you want to, dependent on your CPU cooler, you may want to hold on to those, or you may end up with something else that's got a backing plate. But definitely hold on to these for the future. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the guide. So you can take, if you have a 4K monitor, hopefully you'll be able to read this in case I missed anything. And if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. There's that one. We'll take a look at this one again. So this, you know, like I said, was an unboxed video. I just got this. Yeah, probably would have been great if I had it for a while and could tell you all about it. And eventually we will do a review of it after I have had it for a while. So first impressions, I do think it looks pretty good. It looks better than the ASRock mini ITX boards that I have been buying. And I do have an ASRock A520, I think, or V520, excuse me, coming. So we will check that out on the channel as well within the next 10 days. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.